Lakers are 2020 NBA champions. Well, guess what? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy B Date back for another video. And my Los Angeles Lakers are the 2020 NBA champions. Thank you to all my friends who reach out to me and, congratulate me like I won the championship or something. But that's really what it feels like, after this chaotic year, starting with Kobe and Gigi's passing, and you had COVID, NBA having to go into a bubble, which, before I get into the video, I want to say kudos to the NBA for pulling the bubble off. Not a single positive case in over 3 months. It was just absolutely incredible. Big shout out to the staff and all the volunteers and, all the players who made it happen. Just a phenomenal job. So I want to say thank you to the NBA as a whole for making this happen. The Lakers, man, we're back in the promised land where we should be. 17th title, now tying that franchise out in Boston that we won't speak on. It feels really good. It feels really good to say that we're the champions. It feels really good to have a dynamic duo, back to the Shaq and Kobe days, a dominant dynamic duo that, nobody could really figure out in a series. And we have that currently in AD and LeBron, It's the first time since the Shaq and Kobe Lakers in 2002 that two teammates were first and second in postseason scoring in AD and LeBron. So just having that star power needed to win a championship, check mark. What's next on the list? Dependable role players who buy into a system. I have to be the first one to apologize to Rajon Rondo. All year he was not very good, but he proved me wrong. He proved that playoff Rondo is a real thing. He proved to me that, when the stakes are at their highest, he will be ready to play. I don't have to worry about him missing an assignment, him turning the ball over. He's just going to be nails. And, the crazy thing about this year, in this playoff run, he shot lights out from three-point range. So I've got to apologize to him. I've got to apologize to Dwight Howard. I thought it was just one of those signings where okay, yeah, we'll give him a chance. He'll probably be cut by January or something like that. No, he's been great throughout the regular season. He was very big in our win against Denver. And, he never really complained when he got pulled out of the rotation. Houston, he couldn't play. And then towards the end of the Miami Heat series, he didn't get in until the last minute of the game. But, he always had a positive spirit. He was great on the bench. Same goes with JaVale McGee. So I want to, credit those guys. So we got the star power check. We've got the dependable role players. But most of all, what I loved about this team and what made it so lovable was just how hard they competed defensively. And that starts with the head of the snake, Frank Vogel. We got to give him some credit. A lot of LeBron-led teams, the coach doesn't get credit, only the blame if something goes wrong. But what it took for him to get LeBron to buy into playing hard all season long is nothing short of incredible. While he might not be the best X's and O's guy, he's very good working well with others, as you can see. We brought in Jason Kidd, Lionel Hollins, Phil Handy. There were rumblings before the season started. This guy is just a lame duck until Jason Kidd is ready to coach, or, you know what I mean? And instead of being like hey, no, you guys fall in line behind me, it was always a collaborative effort with Frank Vogel. And I really appreciate that as a Laker fan, because you could see that trickle down into the players. LeBron, who, you can argue is the greatest player of all time, could have easily, when AD came over, said, hey, nah, bro, we're going to fall in line. We're just going to chill in the regular season. When the playoffs come, we're just going to ramp it up. But no, it was a collaborative effort. For the first time probably in his career, LeBron saw someone on the same talent level as him to where he could be held accountable. He could be pushed by another great player. And, it really trickled down into the team. You have no choice but to fall in line players 3 through 15, if your top 2 players are giving it their all every night, which they did in the regular season, and obviously which they did in the playoffs. So, the 3 things, star power, role players, defense. AD was a machine defensively. You see his versatility just on the playoffs alone. Round 1, it's guarding Nurkic, playing the 5, and exposes him on the offensive end, just outruns him down the floor, faces up, goes right around him. Round 2, play him at the 5 again. He's getting switched out on the Harden and Russell in isolation settings, and he's holding his own on those guys and dominating the paint on PJ Tucker and Robert Covington. Round 3, he plays more of the 4 because we want Dwight on Jokic. So he's like, okay, I can be a jump shooter. I can hit a game-winning shot in the Mamba jerseys on the left wing. I can do that. I can go get you 30 points on jump shots in a pivotal game that we need to win. And switch out onto Jamal Murray. And then obviously in the finals, after the first 2 games, say, hey, you want Jimmy Butler? Because he's kind of cooking us right now. And he switches on to Jimmy Butler. He had moments on Bam. Just a defensive machine that he is. The Swiss Army knife that he can be. It makes everyone else's job so much easier. And you have guys like Caruso, KCP, Markieff Morris, who was a big pickup in the buyout market. We have those type of guys who just come in, play hard defense, play tough, and just hit timely shots. So as a Laker fan, man, I'm so happy. I was so thrilled to watch this team all year. It was a joy to watch these guys. And here's to a bright future. I can get into that in another video. But right now, I just want to celebrate this team, celebrate this win.